Welcome back into OneSoccer today. Andy Garrett still with you, and really pleased to be joined by the Golden Boot leader right now in the Canadian Premier League. That is Joao Morelli of HFX Wanderers. Joao, really appreciate you taking the time today, and we're going to get into those numbers. The goals you're scoring, Halifax on a great run right now. Suddenly a playoff spot is within striking distance. But we have to talk about the big game that's coming up on Wednesday, the quarterfinals in the Canadian Championship against CF Montreal. How big is this match for Halifax? Do you think this is the biggest game you're going to play in so far in your CPL career?
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I'm really excited for Wednesday. It's probably one of the biggest games I've ever played in my life. And also for Halifax Wanderers too. We're all very excited, and I mean, football is football, so we have a chance to win on Wednesday. If it happens, then it's gonna be another mark in this club that we can make history again.
What's the vibe in the city like? Is this game highly anticipated? Can you feel it in the air already? Just the anticipation for this big game?
Yeah, it's weird because we don't see like the fans in the streets like in the game days, but I mean, everyone talks about it. Like, we see like posters everywhere, restaurants, everyone's talking about it. So it's the vibe is really, really nice.
So,
Joao, I have to ask you.
Tell me this.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just want to piggyback on that. Like, what do you know about CF Montreal? Like, obviously they play in a different league than what you play in. You know, what do you know about your opponent come Wednesday night?
To be honest, not much yet. We've been analyzing some of their games. We're gonna go deeper tomorrow and Wednesday before the game. But yeah, I mean, I'd rather not know a lot, you know, like apart from like the player that we're playing against. I mean, I just try not to think of it too much. But I know that it's probably the biggest team right now in Canada. I think they're out of the three Canadian teams, they're the best one in MLS right now, if I'm not wrong.
Correct, yeah.
I'm excited, man. Like I don't want to know much before the game. I kind of like to figure it out during the game. Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to ask Joao if you were watching that Pacific Vancouver Whitecaps game, and again, just seeing what a CPL team was able to do against the MLS side, defeating them. You saw the crowd, and now they've moved on. What was your reaction if you were watching that game to see what a CPL side is capable of doing in the Canadian Championship?
To be honest with you, I wasn't watching that game. I watched a few parts. I'm not into watching football games that much. But yeah, I was surprised because I didn't have the idea that like we could actually like beat them like that. But yeah, I mean, as I said, football is football. You play them that day, and maybe it's our day, maybe it's their day. It doesn't matter. We see a lot of big teams playing small teams and losing. So, I mean, Pacific's been playing really, really well, and obviously, I mean, sometimes like you don't see that big of a difference between like players in the CPL and MLS. Like, I mean, obviously mentality probably, fitness probably a little bit, but like quality wise, that far. So we're very confident, to be honest. If I'm honest with you, we are very confident that we can beat them.
I got to pick up on something you just said there. You don't watch much football? Is that because you're on the field too much, or you have a busy social life? What is it? You don't watch much football. That surprises me.
Yeah, I don't like watching football games like that. I mean, I don't know why. Maybe I get bored a little bit because football is my life. Like every day, it's like every day you go back home and then you stay in your couch and you have to watch football again. Like I only watch the big games, like Champions League games, some of the Premier League games. Now I've been watching PSG more because of Messi. But like I don't really enjoy it, like watching like some like random games or, you know. Yeah. I'd rather do other stuff.
Hold on, Andy. Andy, I got to jump in on this one too. Joao, you're Brazilian, yet you're watching every Messi game. But come on, you're supposed to say Neymar if it's PSG.
Oh yeah, I enjoy watching Neymar, of course, but Messi, even if don't get along that well, but Messi is Messi, man. You have to give him.
Okay, no, we can appreciate that. And you know what? This is not unusual. I mean, there's a lot of players across all sports. They either can't stop watching the sport they play, or they actually don't watch at all. I've always heard it's one extreme or the other, that's for sure. But Joao, I got to get into your goal scoring this year. In 15 league games, you have 11 goals. You did score in that Canadian Championship game as well against AS Blainville. So you actually have 12 goals in 16 competitions overall this season.
Wow.
What's led to this? I mean, you were great at the Island games as well. I don't want to take away from that, right? 4 goals in 8 games. But what is it this year where you just seem to be finding the back of the net?
It's a big difference playing like a long run league and the tournament. Obviously, as I said in a couple of interviews after the Island games, I wasn't very happy with my performances, even though I scored like 4 goals. But this year, I feel like when the things start working, you kind of rely on your confidence, and you kind of keep doing the same things that you're doing and working. So, I mean, I said it before. I'm a very simple player, and all I try to do is just be close to the box and in good positions to finish. And I'm pretty confident, like, with my finishing. So, I mean, it's been working. So I'm very happy with it. Obviously, the team has been helping me a lot. The boys are like giving everything on the pitch. Sometimes I even tell them, especially my midfielders, I apologize to them. I said, guys, sorry, like sometimes I'm not gonna come back and defend with you guys, but I'd have to be close. But yeah, it's okay. You can stay there sometimes. So yeah, they've been helping me a lot too. So it's a teamwork.
Well, it's working as well as your team is now right back in the mix for the top 4 positions, obviously trying to go on this Canadian Championship run as well. What's been the turning point? Like, what's changed from your early season struggles to a point where now your team is finally hitting some good form?
I think because of the restrictions we had here before, I mean, like, it is kind of an excuse, but we have to be realistic and see that we didn't have like many training sessions. Like, we didn't have any friendly matches like in the preseason. Some of the players got here late. I was one of them. I got here really late because I had to quarantine for a month. I went to the Dominican Republic and then quarantine here 15 days. So like those kind of things, like they kind of to get on track again, it takes time, you know. And then we went straight to the bubble. Nova Scotia wasn't very good with the restrictions. I think we had the most restrictions out of all the other provinces. And the West Coast teams, that they were playing friendly games, they were training, so I feel like you need time. You need time to get adjusted to a league again. I mean, we didn't have one last year, which like we played only 11 games.
Yeah.
So it does time. There's a lot of new players again this year. So it's just a matter of time. So because I really feel that we have probably the best players in the league. If we go individually, obviously every team has like massive talents. But if you see overall, I think we're up there too, you know. So we have the quality to be there, top 4. And we knew that it would take time because in the bubble, again, it's not easy to play in a bubble. There's a lot of things going on. You're not going out. You're not you just focus, like playing and seeing everybody every day, all the time is like, it's hard. It's mentally very hard. So yeah, I feel like right now we're just getting back in track, and playing a normal season again is so good. And obviously our fans, even when we go away, we see other fans. It's nice. So I feel like it's just a matter of time for us to be playing like even better than that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it doesn't help. I can only imagine how worried everyone was as well in that bubble to see your head coach, Stephen Hart, right, have to leave because of a medical condition. But, you know, the honesty there, because it's so true. I don't think a lot of people realize the type of quarantine and things that you have to go through beforehand, how you get out of a rhythm. But I also appreciate your honesty in saying that you were sick and tired of seeing your teammates morning, noon, and night, because that's so true when you have to see them absolutely every single day. But I want to have some fun with you, Joao. So you kind of hinted, all right, so Messi's your guy. But here's the thing. You can choose two players to be on a team, right? I want you to choose an international player, and I want you to choose a CPL player. Who would be on Joao Morelli's team?
I mean, you said that, so Messi and CPL, but can he be on my team? Or he has to be a different team?
Anyone.
Sure.
Anyone.
So there's already two attackers, right? I'll have Rampersad to help me defend as he always does.
Okay, I like it.
Good choice. Good choice picking your captain. I'm not sure if you've heard, Joao, but I have a new nickname for you. I'm not sure if you're too young, if you ever watched the show Jersey Shore before, but now I'm just calling you J-Wow, because you're making people say wow with the way you're playing right now. Are you okay with this name? Can I get your approval live on air that you're going to give that a thumbs up?
Yeah. It's approved. It's approved. I have no problem with that. Yeah, I heard it last time after against the Ottawa game. You guys, you said that, and I was laughing. And then I did. Oh, and I think some of the guys just said like about it, but I didn't know about the show. Though, but it's okay. You can say that. I like it.
Thank you. All right, you got approval, Garrett.
Good man.
But Joao,